Hello, I'm Kelly. Welcome to Kelly Loves Books and Movies. Today I am going to try something new. I am going to do a June TBR. Now, May has been pretty good to me. I've been reading, but February, March, April-ish, I was kind of in a slump, and I was kind of thinking that part of the reason was I had too many options. I couldn't make up my mind what I wanted to read because I'm mostly a mood reader, so it's like when there's too many, it's that decision fatigue. Too many things and you can't make up your mind. So I thought for June, I am going to do an actual TBR and try to stick to it. Although I'm leaving room for other things. But here's what I have planned. All right, first up, since it is June on the range and Big Book Summer, I'm finally going to read Lonesome Dove. It is obviously huge book, and I have actually owned this for, well, not this particular copy, but I've had a copy for over 30 years probably now, and never read it. And I believe Larry McMurtry is one of my favorite authors. The Last Picture Show is in my top 5. I read, anything for Billy, I think around college, first few years of college, I was totally into it. And so, why wouldn't I read this? But I think it's because, now I'm old, well, not that old, but what year? It was late 80s. I think the mini-series of Lonesome Dove came out, and I loved it. I mean, I was obsessed with it. As soon as it came out on VHS, yeah, that old, my mom got it for me, and I watched it a million times, and I think those tapes are still in her closet somewhere. But I think that's maybe why I haven't read the book, because, it's backwards. Most people love a book and don't want to see the movie or, adaptation because they're afraid it's going to wreck the book. Maybe because I love the miniseries so much, I didn't want to do the book. I don't know. My mom actually read this in the winter, I think, because she found a copy at at one of our local library sales, and she read it, and she couldn't believe I hadn't read it. I'm like, well, yeah. And I know this is all the rage on Book Talk and BookTube right now too. So, Lonesome Dove, I'm gonna do it for June on the range. All right. Now, for the others, I wrote down about, I don't know, there's about 20 books. 20 books here, maybe. I'm going to put them into a hat. I'm going to draw 6 with the intention of reading 4 of them. So I have a little bit of options. All right. I will tell you what they are. Pierre Nessie in the hat. I probably should have wrote, they're all going to stick together now, but all right. In the hat. Boundary Waters, William Kent Kruger. Second book, which I have been meaning to read forever. Second book of the Cork O'Connor series, which I've been meaning to read forever. Still haven't gotten around to it. Sipsworth. I know I think Pat at Book Chat with Pat is the one who recommended this one. And I know she did this one too, The Heart's Invisible Furies. These are all books I own right now. And some of them I've just gotten recently, some of them I've had a while. Strange Weather in Tokyo. I have 2 Kristen Hanna books I have 3 Kristen Hanna books in my possession that I haven't read yet. True Colors is what I wrote down. I am going to keep the other 2 for another time. I didn't want to put all 3 of them in here in case that I, drew them all. I wouldn't really want to do that. All right. Invisible Man. Going in the Pachinko. Also another very popular on BookTube and BookTok. Writers and Lovers. I don't remember a whole lot about this book. I bought it a long time ago at Half Price Books. And at the time, I think I knew about it, but it's been on my shelf forever. Maybe it's time to read it. All the Sinners Bleed, S.A. Cosby. I have read Blacktop Wasteland, which I love very, 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 very much. And Razorblade Tears, which I also loved. Lincoln Highway. Anxious People, Frederick Bachman. Spoiler alert for my May update. I finished The Winners, and so I have finished the Beartown trilogy and love, love, love the whole thing. The Emerald Mile, which is a nonfiction about going down the Colorado River through the Grand Canyon in the fastest possible time. Something to that effect. Beautiful Ruins, another book I owned a long time ago, somehow got rid of and just got a new copy not that long ago. Probably should read it. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. Thought we should have some thrillers, or I don't know if it's necessarily a thriller or a horror, but I'm gonna read it. Tom Lake and Patchett. See if we can be on a roll again, since so far I've only read one of her books that I really liked. The others I liked but did not love because I didn't like the endings. All right. Midnight Library. Deacon King Kong. The Lager Queen of Minnesota. I don't know if you can read these. That's why I'm like actually reading them at the same time. Gunflint Burning, another nonfiction that I have. It's local, I think it's University of Minnesota Press or Minnesota Historical Society Press. It's about wildfire up on the Gunflint Trail in northern Minnesota. Braiding Sweetgrass, another one that I probably owned a long time ago and then got rid of at some point and now got it again and probably should read it. The Man Who Died Twice, the second book in the Thursday Murder Club series. To Shake the Sleeping Self, another nonfiction about a guy who, can't remember if it's a motorcycle or bicycle, but he rides basically from Alaska down through South America. And The Secret History, Donna Tartt. I love the Nightingale. Yeah, Nightingale is Kristen Hanna thing. Goldfinch, birds. They're both birds. All right, Secret History. Another one I've had for quite a while, and probably I should read it. All right. They are all in my hat. Let's mix them up, kind of. I don't know that sticky notes were the right thing to use, because now they're all sticking together in the hat. Wasn't thinking. All right. They're not super sticky. All right. I gotta close my eyes because I can actually see that. Oops. Back in there. All right, drawing 6, reading 4. First up is, it's stuck together, but I have it in my hand. Tom Lake. I also probably should have used a bigger hat. Right, second book. Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. Third book. Trying not to look. But it's kind of hard here because they're stuck. This is not a good idea. The Lager Queen of Minnesota. I'm kind of 50-50. Okay, I've read 2 of his books. One I liked, I loved. One I was liking until the end. This is a problem with me. That's with the Ann Patchett books too. I really like it, and then the end, it's just something, and I wind up the whole thing is not good. Okay, that's 3. 3 more. Stop being stuck together. The Midnight Library. It's 4. 5 is Pure Nessie. And 6. Gunflint Burning. Alright, those are my 6. I'm going to keep these because I'll maybe do this again for July and use we'll see how June goes, if it works for me. And I'm going to probably keep those so I don't have to do it again. Alright, the 6 that are on my list, and I will read 4 of them, hopefully. Tom Lake. Everyone in my family has killed someone. The Lager Queen of Minnesota. Midnight Library. Ooh. And I hit mixed reviews on this, so we'll see. Pure Nessie. Ellen, it's your favorite, I know. And Gunflint Burning. So I will read 4 of those in June, plus wherever I put it. Oh, Lonesome Dove. That is my goals for June. Will it happen? Tune in July and find out. All right. Thanks for watching. See y'all next time.